Hello, breaking. Good morning. Breaking. Adjudicated criminal Google enabled and allowed harassment, stalking, and terrorization of my audience. My name is Nicholas, and I ran a YouTube channel. Three have been shut down. The third one they won't even let me use, despite their policy. So what happened? About 7 years ago, I started talking about a famous rock star's death and the possible reasons it could have happened, possible things that could have happened. That's not important right now. What's important right now is this website, Google. Google owns this website, so Google is ultimately responsible. Google allowed a publicist / mob family, namely the Chris Cornell estate, to deploy a troll campaign against my audience back in 2017, right after Chris Cornell's death. I'll prove that in court by subpoenaing this company and the estate, any public relations firms they've hired in the past 7 years, IP addresses of the accounts that were used to troll, so we can figure out where it all came from. I know where it all came from. That's why I'm saying this. None of this ever happened before I started talking about the dead rock star. That's when all this began. And some of the names used in the trolling campaign were that YouTube had no problem with: the publicist, man hanging in bathroom, exercise band, executioner, stuff like that. Really nice, wholesome, safe stuff. Because this website that Google owns, the Adjudicated Criminal, they saw no problem with any of that. And they claim they're trying to make this a safe space for everyone. When the real goal by this company, which I will also prove in court, I just proved it yesterday, didn't even need a lawyer, a judge, or anything. The main goal is to get me off the air. They're proving it right now. I did 3 videos yesterday you can watch and get the whole story. But the point of this video, quickly, is they didn't see any problem with these types of screen names or these types of comments riddled with insults, sexual harassment of my female viewers, because that was the point, folks out there. The point was to terrorize me and my audience to the point no one would even want to participate. There was already a palpable fear of this publicist / mob family. They're adjudicated liars as well. I've read the court documents, several examples in several cases of them, a judge basically saying, "You're lying," without saying you're lying. And he would say it this way: at best, your evidence is dubious, or whatever. You know what I mean? These are the type of descriptions of their lies. So we've got adjudicated criminals allowing adjudicated liars to deploy a troll campaign against me and my audience, to ruin my name, my reputation, my credibility, all that stuff, ruin my business. That was the intention. YouTube and Google perfectly understood the intention. They watched it play out day after day. They watched the women in the comments section going nuts. They watched every word I said. They're still watching today. I am closely monitored, so they dare not come in court. "We didn't know what was going on." Yeah, people complained. Everybody knew what was going on. I explained to my audience even then, yes, this is a deployed trolling campaign by some millionaires that all of a sudden I started talking about. All of a sudden, all hell breaks loose on this website. This website allowed it and enabled it. In other words, Google, the adjudicated criminal, is trying to label me as things, as a harasser. Yeah, I was the only one harassed, and my audience Not any of you people. And I've been harassed by this website. I mean, they've outright, blatantly, obviously censored me unfairly. And this has nothing to do with the Constitution. I know the difference. I'm not you people. I know the law. What I mean by that is unfair bias, discrimination, if you will, based on the word of third-party liars that never took anything to court or filed no charges whatsoever. And then you have the publicist mobsters. So on their word, that's why I'm a harasser or whatever they label me as. And I guess if it's okay to label me a scammer, harasser, etc., if it's okay to say that stuff, you guys, this company, Google, it's okay to say that to me without any judge involved, any real authority involved, just you liars, you adjudicated criminals, then it's okay for me to say this, right? Of course it is. Just like it was okay for you to put up a message that I was a scammer in front of millions of people, right? That's fair. So turnabout is fair play, right? Only in the words I'm using, the words that are coming out of my mouth, the only difference is my words are true. You guys are just adjudicated criminals and liars. Your word's meaningless, worthless. The estate that's been coming after me, and it still is, they're adjudicated liars. I've read the documents on the air. I'll read them again if you'd like. I'll definitely read them in court when it gets there. We can't believe anything these people say. They say they hang out with Tom Hanks. Do you see any pictures of them and Tom Hanks? You don't see it, right? That doesn't mean they never hung out. It just means Tom don't want to be associated. That's all. That's all that means. Anyway, that's just an example. There's a reason people don't want to be associated with them. They know what they are. The industry knows what they are. Everyone knows what they are. And you can see it on their faces when they're around them. It's no secret. And damn what anyone says, I'm going to tell the truth about what happened to me with these people. And, you know, they can pretend that they don't know who I am and never say my name and all that bullshit. But they just proved the other day, again, for the 10th time. They know exactly who I am. They watch every word I say. Some of the new policy from YouTube that I read you yesterday, or from Google, both, it's all the same thing. Sounds like it was literally written with Marty, Vicky, and YouTube executives in the room. Like they sat there and wrote that. Literally sounds like her. And again, that's another way I know. Again, people, multi-billion-dollar company having meetings about me because they don't know how to proceed on their shady operation. Their crimes against me. They don't know how to proceed. They realized at some point, oh shit, we really underestimated this dude. He's not a meth head that's just going to go away, despite what we label him as. And again, the irony of Google becoming an adjudicated criminal the day before they pulled their big plan on me. Oh God, the sweetness of that. So I was the only one harassed by this website, by this company, the adjudicated criminal Google. Breaking news. My audience was the only ones harassed. We really should do a class action, actually. That's really what should be done, and that should have been done back then. But again, I had a business to run. I had an investigation to run. That was important to me and everybody else watching. Did the best I could to fight through the censorship, to fight through the bias, to fight through the influence of the Chris Cornell estate. I did the best I could, and I'm still trying. But again, this company, Google, the adjudicated criminal, they allowed, enabled, and could have cared less of abject stalking, terror, and harassment of my audience and myself. And they still don't care. There are still stalkers of mine on this website. They got 90 different accounts. And they come and try and talk to me on a fake account where they're hiding their identity. They come and try and talk to me as if they're them, as if there's someone I know. No, I don't know you, because you're using a fake account to hide your identity, child. Children, because it's not just one person. So you can't use a fake account to hide your identity to come try and talk to me. I've made it quite clear. I don't want to talk to any of you people. You're stalkers. You're sociopaths. You're not right in the head. And you know who I'm talking about. Multiple people. I don't ever want you back in my life again. I've made that quite clear a long time ago. So when children come to me with fake accounts because they need to hide their identity because they're doing something they shouldn't be doing, instead of focusing on their own life, I don't know who you are. Okay? You chose to be shady and hide your identity. I don't know who you are, but that's not the point. This is the type of shit I'm still dealing with. I'm getting stalkers directing videos at me. 15 parody channels about me. I don't care about parody, but if we're going to talk about harassment and allowing it, aren't I a notable figure? LSA talks about me like I'm a celebrity, or they did. Again, I got a bunch of parody channels about me. My first channel had 10,000 subs, was getting some videos 100,000, 50,000. Aren't I a notable figure? Aren't they harassing me? No, of course they're not, because again, that's not the goal. The goal is to allow the harassment of Nicholas. Allow the ruination of his name via lies and Google's own defamation of me. But again, every morning, my first account and my first Google account, or whichever one it was, that got taken down for scamming by the adjudicated criminals, every day that's not up, you're still calling me a scammer. Ongoing defamation. Until you restore my shit. I know you never will. You're stubborn. You think you know better. You think you're smarter. I know. You proved that, but you proved yesterday you're just children. And everybody proved, all parties I talked again. All I got to do is get on here and talk, and froggies just start leaping all over the place. And again, if nothing I'm saying is true, why all the attention? Why froggies leaping? I know the answer to that question. So one more time, because I love to repeat myself. Adjudicated criminal Google allowed and enabled a trolling campaign, stalking, harassment, and terrorization of my audience and myself. They could have cared less. Names like man hanging in bathroom, exercise band executioner, none of those bothered Google. The company that alleges they want to make this a safe space for all people. Really? Is that why you allow outright lies and propaganda by Fox News every day? Adjudicated or settled for defamation to the tune of $750 million. Because if they would have went to court, they would have ended up owing $5 billion. And we all know that. Because that's the level of liars they are. Donald Trump still has his account. You want to call those people notable figures? You can call me one too. Because obviously everybody listens to what I got to say. Donald Trump, $500,000 defamation judgment. Roughly. He's cool. Adjudicated rapist. He's cool. Adjudicated fraud in business. He's cool though, right? And I don't want to hear the notable argument. I'm notable too. Does YouTube have celebrity gossip? Does the cubicle worker, the executive at YouTube, do they have celebrity gossip websites talking about them? No, they don't. I do though. Got a whole defamation piece still up that I'm going to sue the shit out of them for. And I know no one believes me. It's okay. You'll believe me when it's time. Don't worry. Anyway, one more time, the headline. Adjudicated criminal. Google allows and enables stalking, harassment, and terrorization of my audience. They said horrible sexual comments to the female viewers. I had to wake up every morning, people, every morning, and do YouTube's fucking job and play security and delete comment after comment, block troll after troll, because I had a publicist family, Chris Cornell Estate, either deployed people they have, since she's a publicist, or hired a public relations firm, because again, it was constant. I couldn't even go to sleep for 2 hours. They would just wait, because they know I would block them all. They knew I would delete all the comments, because I knew what it was. I've seen trolling campaigns before on websites, and all these websites just allow them because it pumps their metrics up. Or maybe a public relations firm pays the website to be allowed to do that. Who knows what backroom shady shit this mega corporation, who's an adjudicated criminal, does behind the scenes. I know what they're doing to me behind the scenes. They're trying to label me a harasser because some mobster wants them to. Help them write some policy, it appears, by what it says. Oh, and it's custom tailored for me, baby. That's what I'm talking about. There are billions of people probably on this website. It's amazing how I can get an entire website just to focus policy on one guy. That's the power I have. I have the power to make all the froggies leap. And an avenue's going to open up. It's starting to open up. Google's getting the first taste of it because they're all monopolies. YouTube's a video monopoly. There is no other video website. TikTok is a joke. That's for short clips for teenagers and massive right-wing trolling and harassment efforts. That's what that website is for. Not for real people like me. Never. They can't handle me. And they probably got a call from a certain state as well. So that's the reality of the situation. This is a monopoly on the video platform thing. So I assume they're going to get to breaking this up at some point too. Just like they're attempting to break up Google, they're going to attempt to break up all the monopolies as long as decent people are in power, because allegedly the capitalists tell us monopolistic behavior is wrong and illegal and blah, blah, blah. And capitalism is such a great thing, right? It's the philosophy we should all live by, right? That's what they tell us every 5 seconds, right? Yet, oligarchs love their monopolies, don't they? Capitalism right out the window. And when their monopoly tanks, because they got too greedy and the people that run this whole thing got too greedy in general, when it all tanks, where's the first place all these oligarchs turn? With their hand out. They turn to you and me, the taxpayer, the billionaire, the trillionaire, whatever. When their trading firm is about to go down because they got too greedy and all their peers got too greedy, they turn right to the government, right to you and me, the losers, the ones that have to apply for welfare and stuff like that. You know, all the losers, that's who they turn to save they ass. Every time. Capitalistic ideology goes right out the fucking window. When a trading firm's about to go down, all of a sudden, socialism's just fine. But my point is, monopolies are supposed to be non-existent in America because we have, rules that allow competition. Well, I need a rule. I need a law that says half-ass mobsters and crooked-ass adjudicated criminal website corporations can't ruin my career opportunities. Can I get a law for that? Oh, that's right. I'm going to sue your ass in court. Never mind. I'll make my own law on that. Have a great day.